Hey guys, it's Jess, and within the past 24 hours I have become emotionally scarred, and we're just going to have a little bit of story time with Jess, and I'm going to share a terrifying, horrible story of the past few days and the terrible events that have taken place. So it started Monday afternoon when I came back from class, and my roommate told me that there had been a butterfly in our room about an hour before I'd gotten there, and if you know anything about me, then you know that I'm absolutely terrified of butterflies. I've told the story about that in a different video a while ago, but if you don't know, I am just terrified of butterflies for some odd reason. I have no clue why. It's a completely irrational fear, but they're terrifying. And so my roommate told me that there had been one in our room, and I was like, well, I'm going to sleep outside tonight. I will not be going into our room for the rest of the evening. And then I had a class that night, and when they were taking prayer requests, I specifically requested prayer for the fact that there was a butterfly that was somewhere missing in our apartment. And no one took my prayer request seriously, even though I took it very seriously. But then later on, no one had seen the butterfly in our apartment for the whole rest of the day, and I just assumed that it had somehow disappeared and that it was gone forever. And then 2 days later, which would have been yesterday, Wednesday night, we had a small group, and while we were at small group, they asked for prayer requests, and once again I presented the fact that there had been a butterfly loose in our apartment and no one had seen it leave, but no one had seen it within the apartment for the next 2 days, so we had no clue if it was there at all, and once again, no one took my request seriously. Then at approximately 12:55 this morning, I was laying in my bed, scrolling through Twitter, about to go to sleep, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the butterfly came and was like in my face attacking me. I was so scared, I screamed and jumped out of my bed and threw my phone and ran out the door. And I don't know how, but everyone else in my apartment was still sound asleep while I was being terrorized by this demonic butterfly. So then I went out into the hallway and I turned on both the bathroom and the hallway light to try and get the butterfly to leave my room, because I thought it was somehow attracted to the light since it came near my phone and that was the only light source at that point. But I was trying to lure it out of my room, and I waited for a few minutes and I was like in the hallway hyperventilating, and it just still was not coming into the hallway. So I came back in here. I gained enough courage to come back into the room where the butterfly was still at. I was shaking this here comforter to see if the butterfly was anywhere near there, and all of a sudden it shot out of my sheets, and I did the exact same thing where I screamed and ran into the hallway and began hyperventilating once again. I just stood there for about 10 minutes and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to go sleep in my car, I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch. But then I realized that that was going to be too much work. So I eventually just came back into my room and left my desk lamp on so that if the butterfly was still in here, it would just stay over there, and then I was just terrified that it was going to fly into my ear canal while I was trying to sleep. So I had to sleep with a blanket wrapped around my head in order to keep the butterfly away from my face. But it is now 14.5 hours since that tragic incident, and I still have not seen the butterfly again, so I feel like it's still got to be somewhere in our apartment, hopefully not in my room. But I'm just on edge because it could pop out and attack at any given moment. So if you have any clue as to how to trap butterflies or just to get rid of them, please let me know, because I am never going to be able to sleep again after knowing that there's a butterfly still in here that could just swoop down and steal my soul at any given moment. So if you feel any sympathy for me at all after the tragic events of the past few days, make sure that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you have not already. Thanks for watching, and stay gold.